Hi guys, my name is Kyle Edwards, and today we're going to be talking about piracy and some of the solutions that we came up with that we thought can help prevent this from continuing to be a problem in the future. Now let's start off with asking the big question, what exactly is piracy? It comes in a number of different forms, but as of now all you need to know is downloading unauthorized versions of copyrighted media such as music and movies is against the law. This can result in a number of penalties that you are found using unauthorized copyrighted content. Now let's get into these penalties that you can receive from using unauthorized copyrighted content. According to the RIAA, also known as the Recording Industry of America, copyrighted music is against the law and can subject you to civil and criminal liability. These criminal charges can leave you with a felony on your record. Also, violating this law can lead up to 5 years in jail and $250,000 fines. Obviously, with penalties like these, this violation of this law isn't taken lightly. Ask yourself, have you ever found yourself using applications or websites that allow you to take MP3s off of YouTube videos? Or have you ever burned a CD for a friend? Well, these are two common examples of copyright infringement that take place all the time and are against the law. Mac is going to go a little bit more detail by talking about people who have been prosecuted for piracy.
A Sinhalese man, Mamadou Alou Sinaka, was sentenced to 5 years in prison in order on March 22, 2017 to pay Motion Pictures Association of America and the Recording Industry Association of America $71,000 in restitution for the role in Atlanta-based DVD and CD pirating operation. He pleaded guilty in 2010 but fled the country and arrested in 2016 in Morocco and extradited to the US in December. One of the 13 people involved in piracy ring, 7 others sentenced to 5 years in prison, while others are either on the loose or have their cases pending. The United States Department of Justice seized and shut down the file hosting site megaupload.com and commerced criminal case against the owner and others. Involved 7 individuals and 2 corporations, Mega Upload Limited and Vester Limited. They were indicted in January 2012. $175 million in criminal proceeds and causing more than $500 million to harm and copyright owners. Kim.com, who is the owner and founder of megaupload.com, was one of the key parts to this operation. In 2016, the Pirate Bay is one of the largest BitTorrenting sites that was raided by Swedish police. 50 servers were confiscated, but 3 days later the site was back up. They have been raided 3 more times, and since then are currently still up supplying to the users. So how much damage is online piracy actually causing? A good question that's hard to put a number to. In 2002, a number of media publications cited an FBI estimate that claimed that businesses lost between $200 and $250 billion a year to piracy. However, in 2010, a government accountability office released a report that these figures couldn't be traced back to the reliable source of data. Since then, other estimates have ranged from $58 billion down to $6 billion. Many of these reports have been picked apart by journalists who question the estimation methods. So why is it so hard to estimate these numbers? The problem is that not every pirated movie is lost sale. If someone pirates a movie because they couldn't afford it, then a potential sale really wasn't lost. The movie industry didn't lose any money from this person because this person wouldn't have gone to the movies anyways. Scenarios like this complicate the job of estimating the true impact of internet piracy. One cost that requires less complicated estimations is the cost that RIAA has racked up chasing down pirating culprits. The RIAA attempted to bring down file sharers to justice through a series of lawsuits that in total cost them nearly $60 million. Unfortunately, they only received about $1.3 million in proceeds. When that didn't sufficiently deter pirates, the RIAA began feverishly supporting bills like the Stop Online Piracy Act, or also known as SOPA, and Protect the IPA Act, PIPA, in an effort to thwart file sharing. The RIAA has spent over $90 million in lobbying efforts, and this is still unclear if these efforts have discouraged pirates. So now we're going to talk about the solutions to this problem.
One example of a company who is taking full advantage of open media is Spotify. Spotify is an online music streaming application that allows users to listen to any song that is on the application. There are 2 versions of Spotify, the paid version and the free version. The paid version is a subscription-based version where users are free to listen to whatever song they want, in whatever order they want, for a set price a month. The free version still lets users to listen to music, but are limited to what they can do. For example, free users will listen to what is almost like the radio. They pick the genre they want to listen to, and Spotify creates a playlist for them. Since this is the free version, after a couple songs are played, an ad will be played. So Spotify is making money even off the free users from ad revenues. Spotify is not worth more than the entire US music industry because of the services they provide. This is a huge deal. Spotify is a great addition to the music industry because it allows users to listen to the music they want at only $10 a month. Instead of having to buy whole albums or single songs, purchasing individual songs can add up. So given the idea about Spotify and its services, we could implement this with other things like software and movies recently released in theaters. This could be a way to prevent pirating and lawsuits against piracy. Studies show that when you have inexpensive monthly payments, this allows you to receive the same movies and music you can get on a BitTorrent. It cuts down on piracy greatly. If movie companies turn to this method, they could provide more ads and make more revenue. There are networks that provide this service on cable TV like Starz or HBO, but they play old movies. If new movies were available to watch at the time of release in the comfort of your own home, this would be better for all the movie fanatics.